Hi guys, I thought I'll quickly record this video to walk you through this case study of cold email outreach that we did. This was actually a client that had B2B as well as B2C engagement. This was a company called Dan Brown, and they sold to larger dealers and distributors. At the same time, they sold to individuals as well. Individuals was a lower business, and they were basically refurbished buses. So they would buy school buses from across United States, and then they were selling them to dealers and distributors across the country, who would then sell it to RV manufacturers and RV enthusiasts. So this was an interesting project that kind of picked up steam around COVID, because a lot of people wanted to, travel and live in modified school buses as homes. I don't know if you're aware, but this is a big thing in the United States where people buy these buses and call them schoolies. So this is what we did for them. So this case study will kind of outline all the things that we did for them. So basically, here was the deal. They wanted to essentially, they came to us with a list of about 60,000 subscribers, and they wanted to, one, obviously send them a lot of emails, and then compose and basically make them part of a newsletter, and then make money from that list by selling to those people. So that was the desired state when they came to us. So the challenges that they had in terms of their business was list quality. Obviously, we didn't know where they were acquiring cold emails. They were buying them from dealers, distributors, and wherever, and then not a lot of them knew about their business. And while they are an old business, they're still based primarily in upstate New York. So they wanted to do this global outreach across the country. And then they did not really have any email infrastructure in place. They were not doing any email marketing at all. And then while they had a tested conversion funnel, because they knew that their business was good, they were getting a lot of orders from local suppliers. They wanted to expand globally because of COVID, and COVID also caused a lot of people to, expand more than just the local outreach. So here's what our approach was. First, we took the list cleanup. We kind of took all the hard-bound sales department emails, stamp traps, reports, etc., because we wanted to make sure that sales ad, marketing ad, element all of those. Then we built an email infrastructure for sequential emails, multiple domains, multiple ESPs, and was goals based that, okay, X number of emails sent Y number of days and Z number of results. And then we started engaging users with intent to open and eliminating complaints and unsubscribe management, and then eventually add value with newsletter content, marketing emails, and re-engagement sequence and sunset flows. So this was kind of our approach with the users. So target market, they had two people. They were business to business and they were business to consumer. So some of these users who were direct RV manufacturers or RV owners who wanted to convert a schoolie into a either a static or a movable home, and then business to business, where there were different kind of dealers who would buy from them and then refurbish, create a full furnished schoolie, and then sell. So those are the kind of audiences. So this is kind of what we did. So we built a Power MTA based infrastructure with port 25 and used MailChimp, removed the bounces, and then did an email sequence with basically openers. We would verify their emails, remove the failed emails into the deleted channel, and then the successful were into B2B. With Gmail, we kind of moved them into Woodpecker or Mailshake, and with B2C from Mailchimp, SendGrid, ActiveCampaign, etc., to build them into a newsletter. So that's kind of how our approach was for this project. We did a lot of segmentation and tagging for these clients based on those actions, the click, open, visit, behavior. When they would come to the site, look at a product, we would immediately start sending them messages about, hey, you missed out on this. Hey, you were looking at this. Is there a question? Something like chat, etc. We synced it across all channels, including social, web analytics, and email services. So when someone comes on the website, visits a page, we would immediately, one, segment it into Facebook, so they could run Facebook targeted ads to that audience, and two, we were also able to do chats and all sorts of stuff with that audience. Mostly setting up of remarketing pixels on the website, custom audience segments, action and behavior tracking, and context and intent. So these are the things that we did for them. Then we built the email newsletter, which was an ongoing series of weekly emails. And this series was, fixed frequency with predictable content. They knew what was coming, links to content, and they drives users back to either their website or third party, and kept the users engaged. So overall, this was their audience from the public sector, from the B2B side of things: public sector, transportation, tourism companies, event-based and need-based. And on the B2C side, their audience is schoolies, people that wanted to do the conversion, people that want to live RV life, or bus conversion in general. So overall, this was persona development that we did. Based on this, we built the content for them, and then this was the BTC audience that we kind of built the content for. So part of it was interviews and learning, also the mistakes from their audience, pain of making those mistakes, pleasure of fixing those mistakes, and whatnot, how to solution. So these are the things that we kind of did for this client. And yeah, I mean, this was a pretty interesting project, and they did it very well for this business. So that's kind of, I thought, will be an interesting case study to kind of evaluate. But if you have questions, I'm very happy to answer them for you. Let me know what questions can I answer.